Hello everyone and welcome to WAW Watch Along Wrestling. I'm your host Scott Lewis. We hope you enjoyed last week's episode as we've done a special tribute to Sid. Sid Vicious, Sid Justice, Psycho Sid, whatever you want to call him. Like I said last week, just one of the best big men in professional wrestling. This week starts part 1 of part 2 of our Hell in the Cell series, and it's going to be a great run of matches. And of course I am joined this week by Mr. Gavin. How are you, sir? Are you recovered? He's not been on it for a while. He had his tonsils taken out, so he couldn't talk. Thank God for a little while. Mm-hmm. But now he's. You're
still annoying though, since I was like texting into my phone.
Yes, he was texting nonstop.
I wasn't actually texting you though.
You was texting me and your mom back and forth the entire time. That was just about as annoying as listen. You talk constantly, but you're feeling better, right? You're good.
Sure.
Okay. Well, hopefully you're feeling better. So, Gavin, we are going to start watching, and we got a little bit different look with the background. We're going to kind of have different colors. Like I want to say, this is kind of red and yellowish, orangish color back in the backdrop behind us. Hope you guys like it. But we're going to watch a collection. We're going to watch 3 Hell in a Cell matches. Now, the Hell in a Cell match was introduced at WWF Bad Blood, October in 1997. And it featured The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels. Now, The Undertaker was the WWF champion at one point. He was facing a man called Bret the Hitman Hart. Shawn Michaels cost him the match. He cost Undertaker the match, so Undertaker lost 2 months prior at SummerSlam, I think it was. They fought one-on-one at In Your House Ground Zero, so they were going back and forth on stuff. And they decided basically we need a new match. We need something new to bring people in and to draw people in. So they created Hell in a Cell. Of course, you know Hell in a Cell is a big, huge cage. It surrounds the ring, has a top on it. Nobody in, nobody out. That was the design of it, right? So it was just 2 people going at it one-on-one. This Hell in a Cell that we're going to watch first has a little bit of a huge debut in it. I'm not going to tell you who it is, because I don't think you've ever seen this match, so I'm pretty sure you don't know who it is. But we're going to watch this. The first Hell in a Cell is going to be In Your House, WWE In Your House, number 18, Bad Blood. So go ahead and fire up your Peacock. You're going to find, if you want to, just go under the match selections and just click on Hell in a Cell. And it's going to be the very first one. You've got Undertaker holding up another Undertaker head, and it says Bad Blood on it. And yes.
I just now noticed the You Matter thing. Is it an emotional support month or something?
No, so that is something we just kind of put on here. Because people deal with mental health. Sometimes people don't like to talk about it. Sometimes they think they're too macho to talk about it. It's a different thing. So we just figured we...
I want to be a macho man.
Exactly, yeah. So we just kind of want to throw that up. Just, if somebody ever does need help, mental health is a big, big issue. So that's something we put on there just for people to see and know they're not alone. If they need to talk, like I've said before, they can reach out on Discord. I'll be more than happy to talk to them. Not a trained professional, nothing like that, but I'm here to talk to people if they need it. So go ahead and fire this up. Like I said, Bad Blood. It's an In Your House pay-per-view. If you just go to match selections, you'll find the Hell in a Cell selection. It'll be the very first one. Like I said, it's The Undertaker holding up his own head. That's kind of weird looking at it.
Yeah. I didn't see that originally because this right here is kind of blocking it.
Yeah. So go ahead and click on that. We'll give you a time cue here in just a few minutes. Anything else you want to say before we get to the first break?
Nah.
No, you're good. You sure? You're kind of subdued today. You're normally wild and more energetic. You're kind of... The Smoky Mountain Terror Horror Convention returns to the Meadowview Convention Center in Kingsport, Tennessee for its 3rd annual event on May the 30th through June the 1st, 2025. This convention has grown so much since it first began, and this year is the convention's first 3-day event. Current guest lineup includes Corey Feldman from Friday the 13th, David Howard Thornton from Terrifier, Lee Waddell, the original Ghostface from Scream, and a Twilight Saga reunion. Now this is just a few of the current lineup, with so many more announcements still yet to come. Go to SmokyMountainTerror.com for ticket information. guests, events, merchandise, and much more. And if you're interested in being a vendor, just click on the vendor tab and follow the instructions. Again, go to SmokyMountainTerror.com for more information. And welcome back to WAW Watch Along Wrestling. Hopefully you've got it brought up. WWE in Your House, Season 3, Episode 6, Bad Blood. Go ahead and give you a time cue of 2 hours and 3 minutes and 46 seconds. 2 hours, 3 minutes, and 46 seconds is where we're going to start. You should have a picture of the cell brought up there on your screen. I tell you what, you're looking good today.
Yeah, we got a haircut.
That's
earlier.
a little weird, I guess. You're looking good today.
Yeah, that's a bit
weird, but
it'd be a lot weirder if you were just some random man.
Yeah, that would be a lot weirder. You're right. So yeah, he got him a haircut today. It's the first haircut he's had in like 6 years, I think. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
And
last time I had like overgrown hair.
Yeah, his hair was all down his face. I mean, it was horrible. But who was the gentleman that cut your hair? Do you remember his name?
Liam, something like that.
Luis.
Yeah,
Luis.
I know it had something to do with an L.
If you're in the East Tennessee area, the Knoxville, Tennessee area, check out Covenant House of Grooming. They do an amazing job. We'll try to throw a picture or something up here in just a little bit of them. But Covenant House of Grooming, they do amazing. The owner there, Benton, has been cutting our hair for, 2 years? 3 years now? Something like that.
No, it's been either 2 or 1.
It's been longer than 1.
3 years we went to like Sports Clips or something.
Yeah, and we're not going to say anything about Sports Clips. Anyway.
Yeah.
Change the subject. But anyway, WWE in Your House, Bad Blood, 2 hours, 3 minutes, and 46 seconds. You want to count us down?
3, 2, 1, go.
Here we go. You've got Vince McMahon, who I cannot stand to listen to on commentary. Can you hear okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
A little quiet, but...
You want me to turn it up?
Yeah.
Better?
A roof.
I know, rough, right? Oh. We pause for just a second. We are at 2 minutes, or 2 hours, 4 minutes, and 24, 25, 26, 27. JR is talking about the cell, about how you cannot get out, nobody can get in, and all that good stuff. So that's Jim Ross, good old JR, Vince McMahon in the center, and then Jerry the King Lawler on the end.
Isn't the King a wrestler?
He used to be a wrestler, yes.
Now is he a commentator or what?
So he was for a long time. He is retired now. He's had some health stuff, so strokes and different things. All right, let's listen to Sean and Doc Hendricks. Michael P.S. Hayes.
In moments, because only one man is going to walk out of the hell in a cell.
Best I can tell, there's good news, there's some bad news. The good news is, this match is not for my coveted European Championship. That will stay around the waist of the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. Now, the bad news. 15-foot high steel cage. No way in, no way out. Well, there is one way. Through a locked door. Once I get in, once the Undertaker gets in, it'll be locked behind me. Troops, I think I'm gonna have to go.
He sounds like a horse.
No, I was sitting here thinking it's so annoying listening to him chomp on that gum.
Athletic ability, the fact that I'm tougher than nails, the fact that I'm the man here in the World Wrestling Federation, the fact that I'm the showstopper, the headliner, the main event, is the only thing that's gonna get me through this. That and the
His
fact
teeth
that I'm
look
the
like
most
veneers.
tenacious
They do
man
not look
in the
real.
World Wrestling Federation, and the fact of
Especially the
matter
bottom
is,
row
ain't
teeth.
nobody crazy enough to do this gig, except for the Heartbreak Kid. So I'm gonna go out there and show you why I am the #1 guy in this business today.
So the guy that's holding the microphone, his name is Michael P.S. Hayes, who is a great in-ring wrestler. He was a part of the Fabulous Freebirds in the 70s and 80s.
So he retired now?
Oh yeah, he's older now. All right, so we're going to listen to this. This is kind of the build-up.
Superstardom.
So you're getting kind of a backstory to this match.
But for Shawn Michaels,
All
image
right.
isn't everything. It's the only thing.
Those pants looked very ugly.
Perception
Oh,
is
yeah.
reality. I've continued to step to another level. Plus, it really makes people mad when you're sort of a jerk and then you go in and perform well. And again, that's just something. Again, it's just about stirring the pot. It's about ruffling feathers. It's.
And once the entrances start, we'll skip ahead a little bit. We're not going to sit and watch the entrances too, because Undertaker takes 5 hours to get to
Did
the
he
ring.
break that chair on him?
He bent it, yeah.
If I'm being honest, those chairs were not made for sitting. They were made for beating. Those things are not comfortable.
No, they're not comfortable. You're right.
Hearts and imagination of all who followed him.
So we'll watch those two matches they just shown. Those were the ladder matches between Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon. They were great.
He now stands in a different
We'll
light.
eventually watch
One
that
burns
match,
just
which
as
is the
brightly.
1 hour Iron
There's a
Man
harsh
match
glare
between Bret Hart
for that
and
once
Shawn Michaels.
cherished image.
Well, was there an Iron Man prop just flying around? Maybe fell on Shawn.
No, there was not an Iron Man prop. No.
Now, all of the fans of the World Wrestling Federation are dumping this in my lap.
Yeah.
It's just like all the fans of the World Wrestling Federation.
Do they have a Bible verse marked to McMahon 3:16?
So no, that came from the Austin 3:16 thing. So it's not. It's taken, obviously John 3:16, so it's taken from the Bible. But it was like a promo that Stone Cold cut after a match. We'll get to that somewhere down the line too.
What is 3:16 even about? I forgot.
What, John 3:16?
Isn't it to Jesus healing a lineman?
No, John 3:16 was
Oh yeah, it's John 9 where he heals a blind man.
for God so loved the world he gave his only begotten Son. That's John
Yeah.
3:16.
Your dead ass
Whoa.
out here and face me like a man. That's right, the Heartbreak Kid.
Why'd they act like he committed a crime when he said the A word?
Him and the Phenom.
Because this time in wrestling, they didn't really hear it that much. They didn't cuss a whole lot.
Surprising.
Yeah, back then it was more subdued and calm. It wasn't that much.
They probably whispered it underneath their breath if it hurt though.
Oh, I'm sure. So now they're looking. I love that cheap Radio Shack flashlight that's barely lightening up underneath the ring. It barely has a light. That's
Yeah. By that point, it's better to just
look with the.
it's better to just look with your bare eye.
All right, so we're going to skip ahead just a little bit through all this.
Oh, are we gonna add the time mark as well?
Yeah, we'll give another time cue here in just a minute. So we're going to skip through the entrances, and I know you're hearing my mouse click. I'm sorry, it's annoying. I know it is. Just about there. Undertaker's at the cell. He's in the cell. All right, time cue. 2 hours, 15 minutes, and 23, 24, 25, 26.
27, 28,
I think they got it.
29. Nah, it takes a bit more than that to get it precisely.
So Undertaker's fixing to explode the arena, basically.
Not sure why, but their entrances are always super long.
Who, Undertaker's? Yes.
Yeah, they're doing like a Darth Vader waltz. It takes
Undertaker-
like 7 years.
Yeah, the Undertaker's always had very theatrical, long entrances.
It's like he's 4 feet tall and just slow walking.
Yep.
Michael's trying to get out. He's trying his best.
He's trying already to get out of there.
I'm so scared.
To be fair, would you want to be in the ring with the Undertaker? Inside of a cell?
To be fair, I wouldn't want to be in the ring with anyone.
No.
I'm built like a twig. I'd be snapped in half before you could say E.
Well, okay, if you were the size of Shawn Michaels, would you want to be in the ring with somebody like the Undertaker? In the cell, in a cage?
Maybe. I don't know their whole record. And also, it looks like the Undertaker's wearing, like, padding or something. So I can't tell how big he is, like, entirely.
Padding? Where?
Like, on his stomach.
Oh, no, that's just his shirt design.
Yeah, it looked like padding.
No, it wasn't padding.
He gonna take that off, or...?
No, he wrestled in shirt. Like
I
that.
can't tell if he kicked his ear or his face.
He kicked him in the face.
That looked like his ear.
Even if it was his ear, it still would have hurt. Got
Yeah.
a big old boot.
Ear punches aren't the most comfortable.
No.
Why did it look like Shawn Michaels wasn't resisting when he was about to get thrown?
Well, they got to make it look. I mean, they if they were resisting, it'd be kind of boring if they actually fought like in a real fight. So I mean, it's very theatrical. I mean, you know that it's.
It'd be annoying to have their length of hair just constantly getting in your eye while wrestling.
All the time. And back in that time, the 96, 97 era, 98, just about every wrestler had long hair.
Air me out. Get a skin fade, buzz cut. Won't have to deal with it.
And if you're in the Knoxville area, Covenant House of Grooming, right?
Exactly.
Plug number 2.
Perfect advertisement.
Right? No, they're not paid. We don't have advertising. Like I said before, we don't do the advertising stuff. I mean, if we ever do, great, awesome, but...
I mean, we might maybe if we actually support the brand. Or if we just want money.
Well, this, we don't... This is not about money. We do this just for the fun of it.
Yeah. But sometime, maybe, if we get a sponsor, it might be for the money if we don't support the brand.
Right. Gotcha.
Because I seriously doubt that we're ever gonna support Raid Shadow Legends.
What is that?
Oh, it's some like random RPG game.
Oh.
It used to be a meme how many sponsors, how many people they've sponsored.
No, they sponsor a lot of people.
Yes.
I always liked Undertaker walking the ropes like that.
Yeah.
For a guy his size, that's pretty cool.
See, that looks like padding.
It might be like a little pad design, but it's not like padding like to absorb a hit or anything like that. I get what you're talking about. You talking about like right here on his shoulders or right here on his chest?
On his stomach.
Yeah, that's just the design of his shirt. I mean, it might have some kind of pad on it, but it is not.
Yet again, Shawn Michaels trying to break out with everything but where he's being held down from. He wasn't moving his chest at all. He was just flopping his legs like a fish.
I've said it every time I watch one of these, and Vince McMahon's on commentary. I cannot stand to listen to Vince.
I can't stand the dude who said roof.
Roof. It was Jim Ross. Jim Ross is actually a great commentator. I don't know why I said roof.
I can't really stand some commentators that just state the obvious.
Yeah.
By that point, it's like you're trying to adapt for blind people.
Well, and that's what they do.
Yeah.
I mean, they have to paint the story like so. If you can't see it, you can envision what's going on.
Also, if you can't see it because your seat is terrible.
Well, now the people there, the audience, they can't hear them.
Oh, are there any seats with like support beams in front of them?
There has been, yes. They have to lean over the entire time.
I seriously doubt anyone would ever pay for that.
Yeah, I'd be mad.
That's just failed climbing. He looks like he's looking for a weapon.
I would be.
Are there any weapons in there?
There's always weapons under the ring. Always.
Oh, they just don't utilize them.
Yeah. They may pull something out. It's been a long time since I've watched this match, but
like maybe a Kindle stick. Or my favorite in WWE 2K, a table.
yeah, you always enjoy trying to pull the tables out.
I always want to set up that table, man. We gotta have a Thanksgiving feast while fighting, you know?
That cameraman's gonna get clobbered if he don't get out the way.
Oh, for a second I thought it was just a camera set up at the corners.
They do that now, like so where Sean is, at the very top, sort of like.
Yeah, that's
they have
definitely a
camera
cameraman. I could see the shaking. I wasn't paying attention.
You got
He looks
both.
like he hasn't slept in days.
No, Undertaker.
Both of them.
You got both. Can you hear me good?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if you can hear me or not. With it. I know you got both earbuds in.
They have a lot of pass-through on the sound. Headphones typically don't, though.
Yeah.
Is he just trying to hang on there like a spider monkey?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Undertaker tried to break the actual thing with his face.
The cage.
Yeah. Isn't the cage like a prop in some spots?
In this match, I think there's just one spot that's a kind of a prop. In later years, I mean, there'd be certain areas that they would gimmick so that would break.
Yeah, so because it'd be pretty difficult and also pretty painful to
Oh yeah.
get your face busted through a metal cage.
Yep.
Hear me out? They bust out, jump on each other, jump from the top of the ring, from the top of the cage.
I think they get out in this one. I'm pretty sure they do. The next one we're going to watch is the better match, but the next one we're going to watch is just some crazy spots that from
Is
the
he
cell.
bleeding?
He
I
probably
couldn't
is.
tell. I couldn't tell if he's just really red or bleeding.
I like how Lawler's like, this is not supposed to be used as a weapon, but every time he's in a cage match, he uses it as a weapon.
He uses his entire surroundings as a
Right.
weapon. What, is he just gonna plow down the cage with his face?
Yep.
He's just, get up here, buddy.
In later years, they would use, like, somebody would throw a set of steps at the cage and it would break at the top, so then they'd rip it down. And so they made creative ways for them to get out of it.
Yeah, because I doubt anyone could break out normally.
Right. Then one year they used a truck to rip the door off, and so it was just different things.
During the match.
Yeah.
How did they even get the truck in there?
They backed it down the ramp or the entranceway.
Oh.
Like the staging would they would raise the staging up and the truck would back down.
Those chains probably didn't feel so good when he headbutted his stomach.
The chains.
Like, there's chains to keep the jacket on.
Oh, yeah. The studs, you mean, on
Yeah.
Undertaker?
He's punching the ground. And, like, slightly elbowing his forehead.
Yeah, forearm shots.
Yeah.
We need to watch another match, a collection of them called the Inferno matches. Have you ever seen those?
I've No clue.
The ring is surrounded by fire. They're kind of cool visually, so we'll
I
watch
just
them.
noticed I look very pale in this lighting compared to normal.
Nah, you're good. Well, I think you accidentally changed that one.
They look the same.
Do they? From your eyes? My eyes are older, so they don't look the same. Now I looked at them, I got circles everywhere.
That only happens when I stare at the sun for a minute. Or when I stare at a screen for 9 hours. Give or take, both can happen.
So real quick, just a time cue as Sean dives through the cage, or through the ring onto the Undertaker.
I thought he was about to break through into the crowd.
That would have been cool, a way to exit. So we're at 2 hours, 27 minutes, and 45
What
seconds.
is with him and climbing?
Yeah, you do different things. You climb, you jump off him with an elbow. And...
That's like his 4th time trying to climb the ring. What is it, set up at the top with a drone?
They didn't have drones back in 1996.
Well, they had less advanced drones, but they still had like the art.
Or is this what year? What is this?
RC.
98? 96? I can't remember. I think it's 96, 97.
Yeah, I thought they had drones in Radio Shack.
Not that I'm aware of. If they did, they would suck. It wouldn't be worth it.
I saw a drone at the Radio Shack when we went to West End Mall a while ago.
They still have a Radio Shack at the mall?
Yeah.
That's surprising.
No one goes there, but it's still there.
Something I would not want to get hit by is those steps. You know, they're not.
I mean, they're hollow, but they're still metal.
Sure, yeah, they're still gonna. You're gonna feel it.
He looks like he has a concussion, or he's just trying to get out of bed in the morning.
It's about like me trying to get out of bed in the morning. Yep.
Wakey, wakey. I can't tell if he's trying to wake him up or knock him down.
And this cage was not. The cell, rather, was not built the best. It was the first one, so...
I just saw the camera. It had like red, green, and blue. When every time the camera moves, the chain goes all different colors.
Oh, yeah.
The cameras were not the best.
They were good for the time. Now they're horrible nowadays, yes.
They're like... It's like staticky on the metal.
Yeah.
Hey.
He said a bad word.
We don't use that naughty profanity here. Why are all the people in the front row a lot less active than the ones behind them?
Because they're closer, and I guess they're watching it. People behind them have to stand up, move around, and all that stuff.
Like, the people in the back are acting like a whole parade, and the people in the front are acting like they're brain dead.
Yeah. I had front row seats one time to a wrestling. It was the very first Nitro.
Have I ever been to somewhere live, like wrestling or monster trucks or something like that?
I don't know about monster trucks. You've been to one wrestling, I think.
It might have been Declan that went monster trucks.
I think it was Declan and Sean, and I think
I also went.
You might have. I don't know.
And I didn't really like the ear protection.
Well, you have to have it because it's loud.
Yeah. I mean, most public events are.
Yeah, but monster trucks.
There's give or take 1,000 people in there just screaming.
Yeah, but monster trucks make it even worse.
Yeah. That's ear damage right there.
Yep.
Especially with all the trucks just exploding randomly. Oh, my favorite weapon. Other than a table.
I started to say, no, you said a table was your favorite weapon.
Remember when I just sit in the side of the ring and just hold my chair? No one can attack me because I have my chair.
Yeah, he's fun to play 2K with. He'll get on the rope and stand there, which, I mean, you gotta knock him off, but...
No, I just wait for people to finish fighting while I sit on the ropes. I'm not fond of teaming up on people. Unless they're mean to me, man.
So basically me and Declan.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to do a 2v1 in that game. You don't have much of a chance. But yet again, nor do the people that are teaming because they're just punching each other.
Yep, I will speak from experience. Them chair shots do not feel good in the back. They hurt.
What, have you gotten hit in the back with a chair?
Mm-hmm.
You look like you got a baseball bat broken on your neck.
No. Me and buddies of mine, we would do the whole backyard wrestling thing back then. And
on concrete or grass?
trampoline.
That
And
actually sounds fun.
it can be. It can be a lot of fun. But we were stupid and we took
It can also be a lot of injuries.
Yeah, exactly.
Imagine just getting tackled in the leg.
So I took like 3 or 4 chairs from church. You know, those chairs we used to have down at the church.
What, did they just not care?
Yeah, we had so many of them. They didn't. So, and we used them.
Alright, for a fellowship hall.
Yeah, and we used them and hit them in the back. And I wouldn't let them hit me in the head. I'd always put my hand up. I wouldn't do that.
Why were we, like, the only ones to ever watch movies down there?
I don't know.
Everyone else just not like watching movies?
We just never talked about it.
Those frosted flakes cakes weren't that good. I don't really like frosted flakes.
I don't know what
Or
you're
was
talking
it the
about.
rainbow flakes?
Rainbow? Oh, that your mom made one time, I guess?
Yeah. I don't really like that type of cereal. It wasn't the greatest. I had like a slight piece. I wasn't that hungry either way, so.
There goes the cameraman. He gone.
So is this camera. Did he break his camera?
Probably. That.
Why is he just getting bullied by Sean? He's just doing his job, man.
So this is part of the story. And you want to see
Does
now.
Sean have something against cameramen?
Yeah, I think he'd done this once before to another cameraman because he got in the way. He like slung him. But this part of the story. So now this cameraman's hurt. He's not a wrestler, supposedly. He probably actually is a wrestler. They just have him in a suit. So now nobody can get in this cage, right? Nobody can get in, nobody can get out. It's locked.
Well,
So now
some people can get out if they just bust
Well,
it
yeah.
open with their face.
But that's
and
the story. Nobody can get in, nobody can get out. But now they're going to have to come in and get this camera guy out. Paramedics are having to come and get him out. He's hurt. So what
Is
does
he?
that mean? No, just storyline. He's hurt. So they're
I
going
was
to
about
open.
to say, he don't look hurt. He looks like he just wants to sleep.
So now that means they have to open the door to get him out.
What, is Sean just gonna bust out?
Oh, you can watch and see what happens.
Ugh. The inside of that staircase is like nasty. By this point, I can't tell who's winning.
Right now, nobody really. I mean, Sean's got the upper hand right now just because he's on the offense.
Yeah. Undertaker's out cold.
There's old Sergeant Slaughter.
That's a weird name.
He was a G.I. Joe, too.
G.I. Joe.
Mm-hmm.
G.I. Joe 2. Can't wait to see it.
Nah, I don't mean G.I. Joe 2, like part 2. I'm saying he's a wrestler and a G.I. Joe guy.
No, I was talking about in 2022. Remember Will Smith's
Oh, yeah.
slap? It just reminded me of that. Unpopular opinion, Jada Pinkett Smith scares me with a bald head. She's freaky.
Okay. That was random and
She's scurry.
maybe offensive to Jada Pinkett Smith.
Is I. She ruined her reputation anyways.
Ah. Wrestling.
Wrestling. Hey, you want to know a secret? Wrestling.
Yes. You know another secret in your breast stinks. God, dog.
Well, I just ate chicken, so I wouldn't expect it to be the best. That ranch does not smell good. And also the over-seasoned fries.
So Michaels is busted open. He's bleeding.
I feel a little bit woozy here.
You know what that movie's or what that line's from? What movie?
Scream one.
Yep.
When he gets sent into a TV head first.
No, that's when he gets stabbed like 2 or 3 times.
Oh. Isn't he the stupid one?
Stu.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a goofy one.
No, Stu?
Yep.
I
Stu.
thought that was the cop's name.
No, that's Dewey.
Oh. R.I.P. Dewey, the formal immortal person.
Every cage match needs some blood.
Yeah. Where did they get out from? I forgot.
Remember that cameraman that got hurt?
Oh, they just bust out
So
from
they just
the
went out the door, yeah.
cage. Battering ram, I choose you. I just watched the replay of it.
You want a piece of candy?
Sure. I like mints.
Let me open it so you're not sitting here doing this at the microphone.
Well, I didn't plan on it.
There's
but
Sean climbing the cage.
He just really likes being a spider monkey.
Yep. He does.
He just trying to recover up there, man.
So this cage, like I said, it isn't built the greatest. This
Are
one,
any of the cages?
well, they are now. Nowadays, they weren't back then.
I feel like he's gonna. It looks like he's about to fall through just by standing.
They are very lucky that cage did not break through because it was held on by like zip ties.
To be fair, those things are pretty durable, even with scissors.
Not that durable.
Mm-hmm.
Not for a 200-300 pound body up there, and then they like the
No,
blood.
he definitely ain't 300 pounds.
Well, Undertaker is though. Then you got
He
Shawn
is?
Michaels. Yep.
He looks 240 max.
No, he's about 3. You gotta remember he's tall, so it stretches it out.
Like Kane tall?
Just about.
Andre the Giant tall?
No, he wasn't Andre the Giant tall.
Wasn't Andre like 7'1"?
They say he was. No, he's gonna throw him straight off the top. No, just kidding. See how it's bending when they get slammed on it?
If they fall through, that's just GG's.
Just what?
That's just GG's.
What is that?
Good game.
Oh, GG's.
GGWP.
You're hard to
WP.
understand with candy in your mouth.
Yeah. WP means well played.
Shawn trying to get away from the Undertaker. Undertaker got him by the hair. Down and through the table. There's your table spot.
Yay. What happened to the... Is that the announcers or the other side?
That's the announcers. They moved out of the way.
Their equipment didn't.
No, the equipment didn't. He's bleeding like crazy. Good Lord.
Those headphones probably are as well. All I can say is, poor cameraman.
Poor cameraman. Poor all of them.
Scoops. What is scoops supposed to mean?
Scoops. What do you mean?
Oh, one of the signs said scoops something.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't see it.
Like scoops are up or something.
Back then, a lot of times people put like websites on their signs and stuff, try to get free publicity.
Advertisement.
Yeah, free advertisement.
Well, it's not really free because they had to pay for the tickets.
Yeah. Back then, that was huge. That was like a major spot to do.
I feel like, what would the biggest spot be? Football? Just a streaker?
What it means, like, well, that's not really a spot. That's just stupidity.
Yeah. It is good advertisement, though.
Yeah.
Did you know there was a gambler who bet $50,000 that there'd be a streaker at the... what's it called? Super Bowl this year?
Oh, really?
He got $400,000, but he couldn't stop yapping about it.
Nah.
So he lost all his money. And other people got refunded.
So we are at 2 minutes 43, or 2 minutes. I keep saying it. 2 hours, 43 minutes, and 19 seconds, 20, 21, 22. Choke slam off the top rope. Remember, there's a big debut. Somebody that has never been seen in the WWE before. That's fixing to happen here in just a few minutes. You're going to know it as soon as you hear the music and as soon as you see it, you're going to know who it is.
Mm-hmm. Hollywood Hogan.
Hollywood Hogan? No. Hollywood Hogan's in WCW at this point.
Oh. I feel like it'd be someone from NWO, though.
Might be. You have to wait and see. No, NWO is not in the WWF. That's WCW. Different company.
Well, now they own WCW.
Huh?
Now they own WCW.
WWF does?
Or does WCW own them?
No, they own... WWE owns WCW. There we go. Signaling for the tombstone. Oh. What's going on?
Sting?
Watch.
I don't know, is it supposed to be some dead person? Kane?
Kane. The big red monster. Our mayor.
Mm-hmm. Is he our mayor now still?
Mm-hmm. He's still the county mayor. So this is the debut of... And he just rips that door right off the hinges.
Was that door proper?
Yes, it was propped. It was gimmicked to do that.
Kane's very tall. He's been in my classroom like 3 times.
Has he?
When I was in like 2nd to 3rd grade.
And you didn't ask for an autograph?
On what? My paper? My assignments? And he was lecturing the class about something safety or something. I don't really know. I don't really remember. All I know is he's tall.
Look how just massive he was. Just muscle big.
He still is.
No, yeah, he still is.
I think he showed up in a suit.
Yeah, he wears a suit now. He can't show up wearing a red mask. That's for sure.
Well, he might if it was a wrestling event. But I don't think school was a wrestling event.
So for weeks, Paul Bearer had been talking about your brother's still alive. He's not dead, and all this other stuff.
Was he supposed to be dead in the storyline?
Yeah, Undertaker thought he had died in a fire when he was a kid.
Oh, was this like his first appearance?
This is his very first appearance, yep. Now, Glenn Jacobs, the real person, he had been other characters before. He had been a character called Unabomber, a character called Isaac Yankum when he was an evil dentist, and which is so stupid. And he is the fake Diesel.
Isaac Yankum.
Yep, Isaac Yankum.
I feel like most of their names are just ironic. Especially the Unabomber.
There's Unabomb or Unabomber. I can't remember. It's one of the two. There you go. Shawn Michaels has defeated The Undertaker thanks to his now brother Kane.
Well, he is bloody.
He is bleeding like a pig.
He might as well be screaming lamb to the slaughter out here.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right. So what did you think about the first Hell in a Cell match?
I liked it. It was a nice plot twist as well.
Yep, it was. It was a good plot twist. So the next one we're going to watch, if you want to go ahead and bring it up, still stay in the match selections. In Hell in a Cell, it's going to be King of the Ring, 1998, Season 6, Episode 1. If you look on the match selections, you will see the beautiful Sable standing there. So that is the next one we're going to get to.
Sable.
Yep, her name is Sable.
Oh.
Yep. So we're going to get to that match right after the break.
She looks very 80s.
Now you all have heard me talk about the Academy roleplay with Officer Messer and Hammer, but there are also so many other great streamers in what they call the city. I'm talking about people like Bobby Ray Gray, Trooper_Slivers, X Smithers, Decipher, Courtesy Flush 32, and so many more. Look them up on Twitch and TikTok just by typing in their names, and if you ever need a break from life just to relax or maybe forget about everyday stuff, trust me, these streamers will help you do just that. Together they have built a community that is simply amazing, whether they are streaming one of their hilarious characters, helping raise money for the Serve First Foundation, for gaming carts for children's hospitals, their annual ice cream event, or Operation Santa's Handlebars. These amazing men and women will give you a fun and hilarious few hours every single time they go live. Look them all up on Twitch and TikTok today. And welcome back to What are you doing?
I don't know.
You're just looking.
Ow. I just bit my lip. Ow. That hurt.
Okay. Nothing like being live with Gavin. Welcome back to WAW Watch Along Wrestling. We just watched the first ever Hell in a Cell match with The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels. We are now going to the King of the Ring 1998. Again, this match is not the greatest match in the world. Undertaker's coming in here legitimately hurt. He's got a fractured ankle, so he's having trouble getting around. I think Mick Foley had an injury too.
So they're wrestling, but what, limping?
Yeah, Undertaker's limp's going to get a lot worse as it goes on. You'll see why. But timestamp on this is 1 hour.
Yeah, also after injury, the wrestlers always target where they were injured. Also, for that neck injury that whatever his name had a while ago, he was targeted a lot in the neck.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Cody Rhodes, I think.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. So, 1 hour, 47 minutes, and 22 seconds is where we're going to start. 1 hour, 47 minutes, and 22 seconds. Just to give you time to get there, we're going to talk a little. What are you doing? You do realize you are on camera, right?
Yes,
okay,
I did.
I just want to make sure you realized it. I think you are something else. So, King of the Ring 1998 is the 6th annual King of the Ring pay-per-view. King of the Ring, the way it started, they had a series of matches, and it was a tournament style. And then the winner of that would be crowned the King of the Ring. 1998 is famous for a couple of reasons. One is the year that Stone Cold Steve Austin won the King of the Ring, and he gave his famous Austin 3:16 speech. And then also, no, I'm sorry, no, 1998 is not. 1998 is, I just lied. So this is where Steve Austin and Kane fight in the first blood match. I am sorry, I was totally wrong on that. So the 98 King of the Ring is just basically famous for this one match, really, in my opinion. Undertaker and Mankind. You know Mankind better as Mick Foley.
It's Mick Foley.
You don't even know who Mick Foley is?
Nick?
Mick, M-I-C-K.
I thought you said Nick.
No, Mick. All right, let's start over because that wasn't a good intro.
Yeah.
And welcome back to WAW Watch Along Wrestling. We just finished up watching Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker in the first Hell in a Cell. We are now going to the King of the Ring 1998. Go ahead and bring that up on your Peacock. Again, just in match selections. If you click on the Hell in a Cell, it's the third one over. It should have a picture of Sable. Click on that. The timestamp is 1 hour, 47 minutes, and 22 seconds. 1 hour, 47 minutes, and 22 seconds. You look like you want to say something.
I don't.
I'm just watching you in the camera over there. You're just piddling and stuff. You just piddling?
Sure.
So this match is not the greatest match, but the spots in it are what make this match great. There are some crazy spots, crazy moments that still are one of the highest and most watched. Mick Foley, he has been Mankind, Dude Love, Cactus Jack. So he's all kind of characters.
The only one I know is Cactus Jack.
Well, that's, in my opinion, that's the best one. I like Cactus Jack.
Wasn't he the one that I saw Sting go against?
Maybe.
In that episode a while ago?
No, we didn't. We talked about it, I think. I don't think we watched it.
I think we did.
No, was it when Sting was black and white?
Maybe. I think.
Then no, Cactus was already here. So anyway, while you're bringing this up on the Peacock, real quick, and I cannot wait till WWE gets on Netflix. I hate saying why you bring it up on Peacock. I hate that name. Anyway.
Why do you hate the name Peacock?
It's just weird. Peacock. They could have the NBC Network or something besides Peacock. I just hate the name. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird to say. Used to on these, you can say fire up your WWE Network. That sounded better. Fire up the Peacock. That's just weird.
Fire up the Peacock?
Yeah, it's just weird. So, I don't know. Anyway, I want to talk to you guys about our Discord, our Twitch, our Facebooks, all that stuff. The QR codes here on your screen. Scan those. Pause the video once you watch this and scan the QR codes and follow along with us on all of our social media accounts. Our Discord, if you want to suggest what you want us to watch, what you want us to cover, whatever it might be, or just to chit-chat back and forth, do so. We would love to hear from you guys. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of an update real quick on some upcoming stuff we've got. Of course, we are doing the Hell in a Cell Part 1 right now. Hell in a Cell Part 2 next week. After that, we're going to have 2-part episodes with Halloween Havoc. Then WWF Breakdown 1998. After that, we've got 2 parts of WCW War Games. Then we're going to have the Undertaker versus Kane's episode. So we've got a lot of stuff coming down the line. We'll have a Jake the Snake Patreon exclusive, his WCW run. A Patreon exclusive of a WCW house show match between Hollywood Hogan and Sting. And then our very first Twitch and TikTok. You have to get your glasses so you look like an old man. I need to bring that over here so you can see it.
What's up, brother?
You got that, Grandpa? So our very first...
You know who Sketches? He's a Madden player. I was doing an impression of him because I couldn't see that.
Is he the one that does the "What's up, brother"?
Yeah. Okay. Robin Hood, Robin Who. Something like that. I steal from the homeless and I take from the rich. I don't care. Robin Hood, Robin Who. I'm in your hood, robbing everyone. That's what I do. Yep.
The camera's right there if you want to.
Yep, I know.
Okay.
I know. He looked off to the side because someone was back in the background. I
don't know what you're talking about, but okay. So anyway, our first Twitch talk.
Sure.
Twitch.
I took off my glasses, by the way, so the earbuds.
Our first
the temple
live watch along that we're going to do is Survivor Series, November the 30th. It's going to be on Twitch and TikTok both. We're going to stream that live and watch that together. Don't know if we'll have Sean, Caitlin, and Gavin, or we'll have 2 or 3. I don't know. We'll just see what we've got.
And we might get a few others. Potentially.
Maybe. Yeah, we may.
And also remember Mom's idea on Halloween.
Yeah, me and my wife are going to Scarefest, which is a horror con, later on in October. Highly suggest everybody goes. If you're into scary movies, you're into horror, you like horror movies, all that stuff, it's a great event. So anyway, today she said we ought to do a watch along, 1 or 2 of scary movies. So I said, well, this is a wrestling podcast. She said, yeah, but it breaks it up, makes it a little bit different. So we might do that. I don't know.
I feel like we could go behind you and behind this chair.
Yeah.
But the taller people would have to do that since I'm not the tallest. I'm like 4'11".
Right.
I definitely ain't tall.
All right. Here we go. You ready for this?
Sure.
King of the Ring, 1998. 1 hour, 47 minutes, 22 seconds. We're going to press play in 3, 2, 1. I like that music. That dun 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 dun. Headbanging, huh?
Yeah. The dun 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 dun. It's the best music ever, you know? That's actually a nice drawing. Undertaker and Kane.
That's Kane and Stone Cold.
Oh, Stone Cold.
Mm-hmm.
What, were they having like a rivalry?
Yes.
Is that what this match is about?
No, this is not that match. This is Mick Foley, Mankind versus The Undertaker.
I just noticed this is connected to like an extension cord.
The Kane and Stone Cold match is the main event. It's not in the cell. It's a first blood match. So the way you win that, whoever bleeds first loses.
Okay.
Which I don't know how you make a guy wearing a mask bleed because you can't see it.
Yeah.
But
well, it could like leak from underneath the mask. Are we gonna make a cut for the intros?
yeah, we can. We can skip the intros.
Because I gotta use the restroom.
You gotta use the restroom. You could have told me that before we went on.
I mean, we could just cut this out. It is the intros.
Go ahead and go.
Just
Go use the
a
restroom.
slight bit.
I'll talk about something else while you're going to the restroom.
I will be back, peoples.
Alright, so while he's gone, and Mick Foley's on his way to the ring. Of course, he throws a chair up on top, getting ready. Well, let's talk about Scarefest real quick. I just mentioned a little bit ago the sinister side of Comic-Con. Scarefest weekend number 16. This is their 16th year doing this. October 18th through the 20th at the Central Bank Center in Lexington, Kentucky. Guys, it is an awesome event. It starts, like I said, October 18th. Friday opens at 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. Saturday is 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Sunday is 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. It is so much fun. They are sold out of Weekend Plus passes, VIP passes, and just regular weekend passes. You can still buy passes for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday individually days. You just cannot buy the weekend pass. But they've got so many celebrity photo ops, vendors. They've got so many guests. I don't know exactly how many vendors, hundreds of vendors. Guests right now, they're still announcing them, but a huge lineup of guests for Scarefest, and it is awesome. I cannot wait to go to that. It's going to be a fun time. So get your tickets, scarefestweekend.com. You can get your tickets for that. So as Gavin's coming back in, hello, sir. Welcome back.
I was trying to sit in the door just to wait till you were done.
Go ahead and close that door for me there, big guy.
I was sitting there for like 5 seconds.
So Undertaker's now on his way to the ring. What you missed, Mick Foley, Mankind, did not go to the ring. He threw the chair that he brought out, threw it up on top of the cell, and he is now on top of the cell. So they want to start this match on top of the cell.
I imagine it's going to be a fun time getting down. I guarantee you one is going to fall.
Well, yeah, I'm going to give you that. One of them does fall.
It would not feel great to fall in that concrete from the top.
No, it would not. So you got to remember, Undertaker
Undertaker looks very bulky in that.
He does. Undertaker's going into this with a hurt ankle. And he's already climbing that cage, which is very difficult to do, I'm sure, because there's no holes to put your feet in. You just got to grit it and go.
Well, there kind of are holes.
Well, but he's got big feet. He can't get his holes in that. Or his holes in that. He
His
can't get his
holes
feet.
in
He
that.
can't get his holes in his feet. He can't get his feet in those little bitty holes.
I doubt I could.
Later years, they would cut holes into the cage so they could get up there easier.
Well, it's like rock climbing.
Yeah, basically.
I feel like they could have put like rocks on the
So,
outside.
listen. As they're walking, you can hear the zip ties snapping.
Yeah, that thing sounds like it's about to break already.
I mean, it does break through here in just a second. You'll see. So you hear it ping, ping. You can hear them breaking. And here in a second,
How many zip ties?
there's hundreds and hundreds, but again, you've got a 300-pound Undertaker, a 300-pound Mick Foley.
No, he looks 250 max.
No, he was about 300 pounds there.
Well, I also can't really tell their height. So
watch here in just a sec. Watch.
Yeah, that thing
Right here,
is about
look,
to
look.
snap.
Look, right there. They could have went straight through that and really
Ruh-roh.
really hurt to see them snapping, and
They're being very cautious up there.
they start to walk more on the beams. But even though, like I said, this cage is not built great.
They started looking like they were holding hands, just trying to support each other to make
Watch
sure they don't
this.
fall through.
Watch this. Talking about somebody going off the top.
He was a thick dude, though. That gotta hurt extra.
That one thick dude just went from the very top of that cell all
Did
the way
he break
down.
the table?
They'll show the replay. Yes, he broke the table.
Did a TV fall on top of him too, like a sound bar?
Possibly. They're going to show more angles of it, but it's crazy. And that's not the craziest part.
Why does the Undertaker always have the lead in the beginning?
In wrestling, typically your good guys always start off with the lead.
I
They
thought he
always
was
start.
supposed to be a bad guy, though.
No, not Undertaker. Not in this point in time.
I mean, to be fair, an Undertaker, he basically is just doing his job.
He missed the table pretty much. And that table was there.
He hit it, but he rolled off.
But that table did not break his fall hardly at all. Look at that. God.
I feel bad for the equipment.
The equipment?
The equipment's just getting abused every time. They gotta be some resistant equipment.
So this is going to go on for a little bit because it's going to take a while to get. They have to raise the cage up, then they have paramedics coming out. So let's skip just a little bit. We're not going to skip all the way through everything. Golly.
I just noticed my haircut, it's kind of like meant to be messy.
Yeah. So here you see we have skipped right now to 1 hour, 57 minutes, and 36 seconds.
37, 38, 39, 40, 41.
So they've put Mick Foley, Mankind, on a stretcher. They are trying to get him out of here.
He got a guts.
He has.
I just noticed that.
He has separated his shoulder. So who knows what else he.
Dang, that was one quick match.
So he is hurting, definitely.
That was
And
one quick match.
Undertaker is standing on top of the cell that is actually swaying back and forth. And it's starting to lower that.
Wait, did they lift the cage?
Yeah, they've got, so right there in each corner, there's like a motor that lifts it up.
Why'd they lift it though?
They had to get Mankind out of there on the stretcher. So they didn't have
there
room
had to be enough space.
Exactly.
I thought there already was. Well, probably not for people on each side. But
Right. So, you said this is a quick match. This match is not over. This crazy dude is getting off the stretcher with a dislocated shoulder.
I mean, to be fair, they're both injured now.
They are both legitimately 100% injured, yes.
So now they both have a disadvantage. If you ask me, big dude got more of a disadvantage.
Not only is he back up off that stretcher with a dislocated shoulder, but he is going to climb back on top of the cell.
He just don't care no more. He wants to get his revenge.
Undertaker said, "All right, big boy, let's go."
To be fair, they're both big boys.
That, as bad of a fall as that was, you're fixing to see another one.
Yeah, they're about. It looks like they're about to fall off the thing.
This one,
fall through as well.
This one could have ended a lot worse, and after it shows, I'll tell you why. But here comes yet another one.
Yeah, it looks like that thing's about to snap. Yep.
So,
I guessed it. That thing was about to snap.
Normally, he would have landed flat on his back, which probably would have paralyzed him. But if he over-rotated too much, it would have probably broke his neck and killed him. So when he rotated just enough to where he could take the landing, but that chair that was on there smacked him in the face on the way down.
So now he's out cold.
He is knocked out, yes. And not only that, it knocked his tooth out. You'll see his tooth here in just a minute.
Why are his pants, like, so far up?
Right there, Undertaker hurt his ankle even more. So now he's going to see him limping more.
He just jumped down and barely flinched, even with an injured ankle.
Undertaker's a tough dude. That guy right there, that is Terry Funk.
Terry Funk.
Terry Funk, who is a legend.
Let's get funky like a monkey up in here, man.
And he just got choke slammed right out of his shoes. Literally, his shoe is going to be laying on, there it is, laying on the mat.
I feel like that fall could have been easily deadly. It's the best situation for one of the worst falls.
Yep.
You know? Did he fall on his shoulder again?
Yes, he actually landed on his shoulder again.
Yeah, if he landed on his spine, that's being paralyzed, because that's like a concrete
So you
ring.
can tell he is out on his feet. He is knocked out. It
looks a little bit bouncy, but that is pure concrete.
What, the ring?
Yeah.
So this ring back in this day was still very hard. They had padding on it, about probably an inch and a half thick, maybe 2.
That's like the same as the gym padding for when you do the long jump.
But underneath that is boards and steel. So that ring was very, very hard to land on. It's different now. They're not as different.
He's looking extra woozy.
Oh, he's out. He is out on his feet. He is in La La Land. So the rings nowadays are safer.
Did he just accidentally injure Undertaker?
No.
Just by being asleep?
Hey, take one earbud out, so you can hear me talking.
I can still hear you. I'm just being loud.
Well, don't be that loud, because you're making the microphone picking up into the red.
Yep.
See, we don't want to do that. It makes it distorted.
Yep.
So
there is an option on YouTube called Stable Audio, though.
Yeah.
And it's on by default, so.
So his tooth, you missed it because we were talking, but his tooth went up through his nasal cavity and it came out of his nose.
That would probably hurt. Did it go like around or?
Yeah. So it's still not over. There's still another spot that we're fixing to see that changed wrestling forever too.
By this point, the ring changed wrestling forever, because they definitely need to reinforce it by then.
Yeah, the rings nowadays are a lot more softer. I mean, they still hurt, but they got more give to them.
And also the cells, they're a lot more difficult to break.
Oh yeah.
Except for the prop spots.
Right. The rings back then were made for big 300-400 pound guys. They were
That's
made not
because
to
it was
break.
basically sumo wrestling back then.
Yeah, I mean, you had Andre the Giant that was 500 pounds. You had Hulk Hogan.
No, he was not
plus.
500. He was 400 max.
No, Andre was big.
He
Then
was
you
big,
had-
but not 500.
You had King Kong Bundy, who was a big guy. You had
King Kong Bundy.
Yokozuna. You had so many big, huge men.
Yokozuna, I feel like he came straight from sumo wrestling. Why does the referee look so proud of himself? I'm gonna switch earbuds. because the audio in the ears is very distorted.
You can wear both, just don't make sure you're not hollering.
Hey, you made it go into the red this time. Barely speaking.
Well, I've got a loud booming voice.
Well, you don't really have a booming voice. You have more of just you have more bass in your voice. My voice is typically quiet unless I scream. Why does it sound like someone's cleaning a car window?
That screeching sound is from one of the fans hollering.
I think it's coming from my chair. The way my shorts are rubbing on my chair.
Oh, well, there's a woman screaming just a second ago.
Did I just hear what?
That was Mick Foley making weird noises. Oh, pile driver right on the chair. I don't know if it's Undertaker's head or Mick Foley's butt that dented that chair, but...
What happened to him in that fall? He had brain damage or something.
He always made noises like that.
Of course the Undertaker's face is bloody. He has to deal with like a 400-pound man jumping on him.
See his nose, or his tooth sticking out of his nose there?
I mean, he has had a bunch of free time. Why not just pull it out?
He doesn't know it's there.
So he got brain damage. He just forgot it's there. He should not have wore
Here's
white
the
clothing.
next spot that was crazy at this time, but now it's so overdone. When you see it, it's like, oh, big deal. But right here, it was crazy to think about.
Thumbtacks aren't that bad.
Have you ever been slammed on thousands of thumbtacks?
Well, I have sat on like 50.
No.
Yeah, I have.
I've known you your entire life. I've never known you to sit on 50 thumbtacks.
Well, have you ever seen my classroom?
You have not sat. You might have sat on them, but they were not just pointed side up. It was all flat down.
They weren't flat down. I just pulled them out. They made my butt sore.
I somehow feel like you are not telling the truth.
I am. I also laid on a bed of nails. That was actually surprisingly comfortable. Like the same logic as acupuncture.
Yeah, bed of nails is not anything.
Yeah. Especially considering, like, jumping on nails, that would, like, break your foot.
Definitely.
But laying on nails, it's because all the weight is distributed equally. Well, not equally, but...
I was probably about your age. I had a nail go through my foot. It hurts.
I fell off one of the chairs that... You know the thing where you pull yourself up? I fell like 5 feet from that. You know at Wonderworld?
Oh, Wonderworks?
Yeah, Wonderworks.
Wonderworld, that's in a movie, Beverly Hills Cop 3.
Yeah, you know the thing where you pull your own weight from the chair?
Yeah.
I fell like 5 feet from that. What happened to him? Now he's sparkly.
Sparkle butt.
See, that's why you don't bring out thumbtacks to a ring where you're getting mopped in the floor with, even with a dude that's already injured.
Yeah.
Does Undertaker have a few in his leg?
Yeah, that's part of his costume. He may have a couple, but
Yeah, he definitely has lost. He lost 2 teeth there when he fell.
Well, he was already missing one.
Eh.
He's got one in his arm. See it, Undertaker?
He's just getting revenge for a big number. I feel like if they did the pile driver authentically, really hard, that'd probably break your neck.
Oh yeah, it'd break your neck. Yeah. Well, it happened to Steve Austin. They messed up on the move, and so Undertaker just won.
That's just a Mortal Kombat fatality right there.
Right. I'll tell you about that in a minute. Undertaker just beat Mick Foley in the second, or maybe it's the third, Hell in a Cell match. Crazy spots, been thrown off the cage, been thrown through the cage, thumbtacks, nose pierced, or tooth out your nose. Craziness.
I feel like he could have easily won.
Who?
Undertaker. He could have easily won at the beginning.
Crazy.
He could have easily won at the beginning. You know, where he fell.
Yep. Alright. So, the match I was talking about, it was Steve Austin versus Owen Hart. Owen Hart picked Stone Cold up in a tombstone position, pile driver.
Wait, there's been a WrestleMania in Hell in a Cell?
Yes.
Season 15, episode 1.
Alright, so here's the story. The pile driver tombstone, you go to your knees, like the Undertaker did, right? A different version of the pile driver is you pick them up, their head, you pick them up, and you fall to your butt. Well, Owen had Steve Austin in the tombstone to go to your knees. Instead, he fell to his butt, and that made Austin's head hit the mat, and it broke his neck.
I feel like there's been at least one wrestler who died from a random wrestling move.
Oh yeah, there has been.
Who?
There has been several. I mean, none in
Who's
the
the most popular one?
I really don't like it. There's been some in Mexico that's happened. I don't really know their names that much. The WWE's never had anybody die from a wrestling move. They've had a guy that fell from the top of the arena into the ring and die.
Did he die from wounds after that?
Yeah. He died there in the arena.
And if he didn't do the right move, that the big dude, he would have died as well.
Oh, you mean that last match?
Yeah.
They very could have. It could have killed him.
Also could have been paralyzed.
Next match we're going to go to is No Way Out 2000, Season 2, Episode 1. If you click on, again, the match selection, Hell in a Cell, it's going to be a picture of Triple H posing. And it's going to be Triple H versus Cactus Jack.
Triple H poses a lot.
I think it's Cactus. It's either, I don't know if he's Cactus or if he's Mick Foley or Mankind. I don't know in this one. But anyway, coming up right after the break, we'll get going on that. Are you enjoying WAW's Watch Along podcasts? Then be sure to look up other great wrestling podcasts like Something to Wrestle With, Bruce Pritchard, Grilling JR, 83 Weeks with Eric Bischoff, What Happened When with Tony Schiavone, My World with Jeff Jarrett, 6 Feet Under with Mark, The Undertaker Calloway, and so many more. Just search for Wrestling Podcasts however you listen to your podcast. And welcome back to WAW Watch Along Wrestling. We have so far watched Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker, the first ever Hell in a Cell. Undertaker and Mankind in Hell in a Cell. Mankind getting thrown off the cage, through the cage, thumbtacks, all that crazy stuff. And now we're going to watch Triple H and Cactus Jack Mick Foley. No Way Out 2000, Hell in a Cell. Timestamp is 2 hours, 8 minutes, and 22 seconds. 2 hours, 8 minutes, and 22 seconds. Gavin, you had mentioned to me yesterday about wanting to plug your own stream thing. Are you wanting to talk about that, or is that something you're going to do later?
Maybe later. I forgot the name of it.
Oh, okay.
I stream random games. For the last while, I've been playing Rainbow Six Siege. It's a first-person shooter.
Yeah. So he does Rainbow Six Siege. What other games you play?
I also do a few other single-player games like Assassin's Creed, Batman: Arkham Knight.
My favorite. I still play Batman: Arkham Knight.
That's also the plat for that isn't like a lot of work.
Yeah.
I lost a lot of progress since the last time I've played in Unity because remember my PS4 went like stupid.
Went wonky.
Yep.
Well, if that's something you want to do, and he's not going to stream like video like this, he's just going to stream him playing the game.
Yeah, I can't connect a PlayStation camera. It won't work.
Right. Yeah. So, if that's something you want to do, we can get you set up with that and see if you can grow you a little audience.
I already have an audience of like 5 people that just tune in every time I stream.
Well, see, there you go. You've already got.
Only one of them comments though.
You're already kicked off and ready to go. So, all right, 2 hours, 8 minutes, 22 seconds. Hell in a Cell. Triple H, Mick Foley, Mankind, Cactus Jack, Dude Love, whatever you want to call him. We're going to press play in 3, 2, 1.
I also want to plug it. One of my friends. He's a lot better at Siege than me, but he has a little bit less commentary.
Yeah, you can.
AKA Chili with 3 Ys.
Chili, AKA Chili with 3 Ys. So
yeah, he's also a PlayStation player.
So what does he stream on?
YouTube and I think maybe Twitch.
Gotcha. These two are going at it hot and heavy already.
Cactus Jack, why do they always look like they just had like minor brain damage and a concussion?
Mick Foley was very good at making you believe he was crazy.
He's good at making me believe that he just got dropped on his head.
Yeah, that too.
I feel like we could put my name like on the side of the thing next time we do it, because I think I remember it.
Do what now?
I think I remember it now. I think it's USAIO_. I feel like you could do Twitch streaming because there's like a broadcasting tab on the PlayStation.
Yeah, I could.
You don't have that many games though.
No, I don't play that often.
You could just play like single player every now and then.
Yep.
I feel like you should try out Rainbow Six Siege.
So I played Rainbow Six.
Yeah, it's very tactical, especially now. Except for when you just do stupid strategies.
Yeah, I like Rainbow Six. It's just I couldn't get a hang of something. I'm old, so like first person games where you're looking through the character's eyes messes with me.
They fixed a lot of the things, like the vision blur, so there's not as much like motion.
Gotcha.
You can't really get motion sickness as much.
So we are watching this crazy match with these two. I love Triple H. I thought Triple H was a great worker. I thought these two mixed well together because they're both very physical. And what?
Is this when they fixed the sails a little bit?
A little bit. It's still not.
Well, the top is fixed a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure they definitely fixed the top a lot compared to what it was.
Because one of their prime wrestlers almost died.
Yeah. About 2 of them, really.
Eh.
So another thing, guys, I already talked about the Survivor Series live that we're going to be doing. A couple of the Patreon exclusives that we're going to be doing. We've already got one Patreon exclusive up, which is the Women's Elimination Chamber match with me and Caitlin. We've already got that up there. We're going to not do a whole lot of live stuff. We are going to do some, like every couple months. But we're going to do a live Q&A. So I don't know.
Wait, what does the channel named again?
On YouTube, it's
Yeah.
Watch Along Wrestling. You may just be able to type in WAW. So we're going to do a live Q&A / Raw watch along in December. We're going to try to do the Royal Rumble. I don't know if we're going to do the Hall of Fame yet, but we're going to do WrestleMania, all that stuff on Twitch and TikTok. So it should be fun. I think it'd be great to do lives. Did you find it?
Is that it?
No, that is not it.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. Whoever it is, they've got a lot of subscribers.
1,000 is decent because I think they're just starting. A lot of famous YouTubers have been at it for a long time, like 10 years.
Yep. So apparently that's a different Watch Along Wrestling. That's not ours, but I don't know who that is. Well,
You could put the
there we
at.
are.
That's it.
Yep. So Gavin just did what everybody needs to do. He just went. Turn your phone back on. Get back to the. There you go. He done exactly what everybody needs to do. He went and hit that little button right there that says subscribe. He subscribed finally.
I didn't even know what the name was. I searched for it a while ago. I couldn't find it.
On there right now, we've got every episode. Episode 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got episode 5, a Sting bonus episode. Of course, episode 6, and our Sid episode. So yeah, everything's on there. It's kind of hard to find. Of course, it's going to have our logo, the WAW logo on it. So, all right, let's watch this match. We're talking over all of it. We ain't really paid attention to this match much. The beautiful step. She is such a beautiful woman.
Not my type. 11 and I already got a type, huh?
That's what I was saying. Well, so all right. Well, I hope she's not your type. She's like my age now.
Yeah, fair enough.
Maybe. Well, she's probably a little bit older, actually. What is your type, Gavin?
Well, there's a lot. There's about 3.
I'm kind of scared now. What? So what? Come on. What is it?
Black women, white brunettes, and Hispanic women. Them Spanish women.
Easy now. Don't say anything we ain't supposed to say. Like I said, I should have thought about that before I asked.
Exactly.
Never know what this kid was going to come out of his mouth.
You'd also never know if I had no filter.
You have very little of a filter as it is now.
Are you sure?
Positive.
You have telepathy?
Positive. I've known you your entire life. I know how you go.
Are you sure?
Positive.
You have no clue the vile thoughts that I think about.
Anyway, we will have that discussion off camera.
All for entertainment purposes as well.
So is that with air quotes or?
Nah.
No, you're a good kid. You're just running your trap. Run, run, run. Knee. Nope. Oh, drop toe hold into the chair.
Hurt. That hurt. That slide was smooth from the
The
referee.
referee, yep. Oh, Earl Hebner.
You know the Diary of a Wimpy Kid? He
Yeah.
kind of looks like Beardo.
Who's Beardo?
Some random bearded person from like the 9th book or something.
I don't
Like
know.
a 40-year-old man with a very large beard.
So, you know the Goosebump books?
I have 2 of them.
So I went online last night. I wanted the original first 60 books. So I went online to try to find them. You know how much those stinking things are?
I mean, they're also kind of old. So.
Yeah, they're like $300 something for all of them.
For all, there's a lot of them.
Oh, I know. I'm just talking about the original first 60.
60?
Mm-hmm.
I thought there was 20. That's not that much for 60 books now.
Sure it is. I think it is.
That's like $5 per book.
It's a lot of money.
At a school fair, it's 20, and on Amazon, it's like 10. You've got a good deal compared to most books.
Well, I haven't bought them. I may get them eventually. But
No mouth breathing here.
Triple H already bleeding.
I almost said breed. They bleed a lot during these matches.
Well, they're physical matches. You gotta bleed in a cage match.
Yeah, especially during 90s.
Yep.
Nowadays, they don't bleed that much unless they're, like, really long matches.
Yeah, they don't really bleed unless it's an accident now because health issues and health concerns and all that.
And also, those aren't the cleanest places. You're very
Did you just about fall out of your chair?
Yes. I'm sitting at the edge of my seat, so we're, like, right next to each other.
Oh, okay.
Because my chair is pretty far back.
Yeah, you're right.
And this time I did fall.
So you're right. There's not the cleanest areas to bleed in and get infected, but there's a lot.
Especially considering they're sweating all over the wound.
Yeah.
Even if they just cut themselves. She's having a panic attack over there.
Her husband's getting the snot beat out of him.
Where is that blood from his chest coming from? That coming from his face, or is it like cut here?
Yeah, watch your. I'm gonna unplug my headphones here. Yeah, it just comes from his face. I need a headphone extension on mine too. But yeah,
why does she look like a wrestler herself?
Stephanie, she wrestled a little bit, but like maybe 5-6 matches.
So essentially, an automatically retired wrestler.
Yeah, she was more of a manager and then a authoritative figure.
He's having a spasm in his leg right now.
Yeah.
I just heard her to like cry. It's kind of hard to make out what people say in this, since it's like not the greatest audio besides from the announcers.
Yeah, nowadays you can hear. Oh, see, there you go.
I think that was one of the prop spots.
Oh, of course it was. It might have had maybe 3 zip ties or something holding it together.
Versus like 100 for each pot at the start. Why did they think it was a smart idea to hold that together with zip ties in the first place?
I don't know.
Zip ties are barely stable with the stuff supporting them and not going against them. They're only good for, like, bunching sticks together or something.
Yep.
And even then, there's a little something called rope. It's very easy to make knots with it. And it's also reusable.
What is?
Rope.
Oh, rope.
Why do they always wear, like, shorty shorts, though?
Like Triple H?
Yeah.
That's just wrestling
They
tights.
wear shorty shorts that go, like, up to their, like, right here, mid-stomach. Well, you probably can't see it since I'm short, but...
Yeah, they can't see it.
It goes up to their mid-stomach, basically. He looks like a walker from The Walking Dead. He was just... Stephanie's an idiot.
No, she said, be careful, Stephanie. He's an idiot.
Well, I think both would be acceptable things to say. If she's standing that close, she's obviously not the brightest bulb in the bunch. Those wrestlers would not be afraid to tackle her.
I don't know. That's Vince McMahon's daughter. They probably would not really.
Vince McMahon's daughter?
Yep.
Yeah, they'd be fired for that. It was just one. If it was one of their wives, though, they would not care.
Yeah, Vince probably give him a raise.
More entertainment for the masses.
Barbed wire, 2x4.
He's bleeding on his arm.
Bad.
He looks like he got hit by that before it was even out. He's just, come on over here, bub. I want to whack you with a stick.
I'd rather got hit by the stick than that barbed wire. If it was actually.
Why does it have like a shovel handle?
You'll see in just a second.
What, are they trying to go golf with it? Except they just swing it?
No, see.
Why do I feel like that'd be a good technique for golfing? You know, like a handle at the end of the pole? Just whack it.
For what?
For golfing.
Golfing?
Yeah, golfing. Golfing.
That's what I was saying. It's golfing, you goof.
I'm not sure why, but I always say golfing.
So the reason it has a handle on it is so Mick Foley can put it around his arm and carry it up there. And he throws it to him for some reason.
He is an idiot. Why would he throw his enemy a weapon?
I know, right?
I hate you, you hate me, and you fall, let's team up and go party with a baseball bat and a 2x4. No more purple dinosaur. I don't like Marty. He scares me. I have to like move to the side to have the shelf not block it.
Well, you don't. It's only that part of the screen, so I mean, you're not.
Yeah, it only blocks a little bit, but
It doesn't block any of
it
that.
doesn't block any of the actual match. I just don't really like it.
I got you. It just aggravates you because you can't see the full screen.
Yeah.
You burping on camera?
That wasn't burping.
Eee.
I was about to show the camera my last meal.
No, we don't want to see that.
It's high. His pants are really high up. What, is it like extra protection?
I don't know.
His pants are like up to here.
Yes, they didn't want everybody to see his butt crack.
That's a bit more than that. That's a bit extra.
You're also seeing a shirt. He's got an undershirt on.
Yeah. To be fair, I think it's like one of those suits that have the shirt connected to the pants.
Yeah, maybe.
With just a few wrinkles. Bad throw. Why does he look so mad when he's bloody? Why is only one side of the audio coming through?
I don't know. Maybe because you're in that splitter. I don't know.
So a little bit quiet now. Not sure why. Is he about to fall through?
No, not yet.
For a second, it looked like that was going down.
It
might have just been camera perspective, though.
No, it's sinking. See, when they walk on it, it's giving. It has.
No, it looked like it was going down deep.
Well,
like when two 500-pound men are standing on it, type deep.
We've established that is real barbed wire because it's sticking to his clothes.
That barbed wire is falling off. He a bit woozy from all the blood loss.
Yep.
Just in the match by now. I feel like after the last match, when he fell, I feel like by that point, it just became like a run-on sentence, you know? For a second, they were all, "It's your bestie, Miss Bestie." They were just putting their heads together, trying to think.
Yep.
And then they finally noticed, wait,
Oh,
I'm still in a wrestling match.
that could have been bad there with him, too.
Yeah, he's about to fall through. That cage is still not made well. It's either that or that's one of the prop spots.
It could have been a prop spot. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a prop spot. Well, it looks like it.
Yeah, because the rest of the cage is pretty good.
Also, it's typically the corners and like the top right of the center.
Yep. DDT. I think we're fixing to see the barbed wire taken to a new level. Is your cup leaking? No, that's just a shadow.
It was leaking from the top earlier. Those lids are not made very well. Especially considering it's a to-go cup from Zaxby's, so...
Barbed wire just got taken to a new level.
Yeah. What? Why'd he just go, what? Well, unless he's suddenly blind, of course he's gonna see it. He didn't hit him with the fire part.
No, he didn't.
He's just gonna... That part's just gonna be abandoned for hitting now.
Oh, yeah.
What, are they trying to melt the cage or something? Why is he putting that down?
He wants to slam him on it.
Making bacon.
What's up, buddy? How y'all doing? Doing good.
Hello, hello.
Oh, so you just missed that spot. He backdropped him through the cage, through the floor.
That is not made well anymore.
It was gimmicked. It was made to do that. So while they're up there fighting and everything, somebody was under the ring moving stuff so they could have a trap door or something.
Well, I thought I thought only the winners were staged, not the actual what they do.
Some of what they do is.
I feel like it's funny. I feel like it's a lot better if they just do whatever they want, just to tell whoever wins.
Yeah, they plan spots like this as like the oh my god moment. So that's
it's
what
not really oh my god because it's
back
kind of
then
predictable.
it was. Back then it was.
Well, maybe it would be if it was in person, but I feel like you could more predict it. Why is he? For a second, I thought he was falling accidentally.
No, he's trying to get down.
It's okay, buddy. You can get down eventually. The referee's just standing there in amazement. How old is that referee? He looks like 50 to 60.
He's probably in his 50s there.
He looks like late 50s.
He probably was.
Why are they screaming Holly?
Foley.
Oh, Foley? What's Foley supposed to mean?
Mick Foley. It's his last name.
Oh. I feel like you remember that match where everyone was coming in?
There's been a lot of matches like that. Which one are you talking about?
Yeah, this year, where a bunch of retired people came in and intervened.
I don't remember it, no. Oh, you mean at WrestleMania?
Yeah.
Yeah, where Undertaker and John Cena and all. Yeah, okay.
Also The Rock.
Yeah.
Was The Rock even a good wrestler?
Yeah, Rock was good.
Was John Cena?
Yes.
I feel like John Cena is more known for his acting.
No, he's more known for his wrestling. But John Cena was like Hulk Hogan. He had a set moveset.
I feel like there are certain people that I just existed knowing.
Yep.
You know, I just spawned
And that is
world
the end
now.
of that match.
Why is she so excited?
Because her
What, did they
husband
get
won,
money?
he didn't die.
What,
No.
did they get money for winning?
No, he's excited because he won and he didn't get killed. All right, so you've watched all 3 of those
I imagine
matches.
they get paid a lot for that.
Sure they do.
Getting beaten up on the daily.
Which one was your favorite match? You really didn't pay attention to this one very much.
Yeah. I like the first one. The second one was like a run-on sentence, and I could barely pay attention to the third one.
Yeah, you didn't pay attention to that one very much at all.
I couldn't.
Why is that?
It just wasn't as good as the other ones.
You didn't like that one as much? Okay, I get that. I get that.
You looking at the wiki?
No. So,
That website.
I agree.
has
I think the
same-
first one was the better match, where it had Undertaker and Shawn.
The second one was definitely a run-on sentence. So
Yeah, second was just
that
a
would have
train
been
wreck.
an easy win. That would have been an easy win. Like 5 minutes in.
Right. So, all right. Part 2 next week. We're going to cover Armageddon 2000, which is a 6-person Hell in a Cell match with Kurt Angle, The Undertaker, Triple H, Steve Austin, Rikishi, and The Rock. From there, we're going to watch No Mercy 2002, Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar. Then we're going to watch.
I feel like that would be one of your favorite matches.
That one's a pretty decent
It's
match.
your 2 favorite wrestlers, from
Yep.
what I can tell.
Then it'll be Triple H and Kevin Nash at Bad Blood 2003. And then we'll do a special one. But then after that, we're going to go to Undertaker and Randy Orton at Armageddon 2005. And then we are going to finish that out with that match. Then we're going to have a special Hell in a Cell. You sit down, boy.
I'm trying to stretch.
Nobody wants to see you pulling at your britches. Have a seat.
I'm trying to stretch.
Then we'll have
I'm stiff from sitting
like
down.
a
so long.
Patreon special or something where we watch Triple H and Shawn Michaels Hell in a Cell. That's almost an hour-long match. And then we'll do maybe we'll do The Undertaker and Triple H at WrestleMania. Or we may just do that when we cover WrestleMania. But anyway, thank you guys so much for joining us this week on WAW Watch Along Wrestling, Part 1 of Hell in a Cell. We will do Part 2 next week. What? You're being weird. What are you doing?
I was looking at your desktop.
Oh, I thought you were trying to get like close to the camera or something. I didn't know what in the world you were doing.
Have you done the?
What?
Are you done with the outro or?
No, you got some what?
I'll just say it after.
Oh, it's not something for camera, huh? All right,
Well,
guys.
it would be if I had an assurance that it's not a surprise.
Yeah, so don't say it. You just tell me when we're done. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to WAW Watch Along Wrestling. Join us next week right here again on our YouTube channel and Patreon. If you haven't subscribed to our Patreon, please go ahead and do so. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, share, all that stuff for YouTube as well. Make sure to scan all of the QR codes. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, the Discord, all that good stuff. Be looking for more special events coming up, and we will catch you down the road.